Hello everyone, I am Payal. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about an interesting topic, the psychology of getting rich. This topic is not only about money, business or salary. It is mainly about how our mind and daily behavior influence our wealth. Many people think rich people are lucky, but in reality, their thinking is different. Let's understand this. The psychology of getting rich means understanding how our mindset and behavior affect our wealth. Rich people think differently about money. They believe money can grow with learning, planning, and smart decisions. Instead of spending everything they earn, they save, invest, and focus on long term goals. For example, if two people earn the same income, one may spend on unnecessary things while the other invest in skills or business ideas. After a few years, the second person become financially strong. This show that getting rich is not only about how much money you earn, but about how you think, behave, and make daily financial choices. Now we will look defining the path. Getting rich does not mean suddenly having a lot of money or depending on luck. It is a psychological process built over time. Wealth is created through a consistent pattern of behavior such as smart spending, regular saving, learning new skills, and making thoughtful decisions. Again and again, when a person treats money as a habit and responsibility, not as chance or shortcut, wealth slowly grows. Like someone who plans their expenses, invests patiently, and improve their mindset will build assist step by step. This show that mindset is the architect of wealth and behavior is the path that lead to financial success. Now we will look money and the human mind. So the emotional relationship. Money has a strong emotional relationship with the human mind because it is linked to survival and security. Our brain often reacts to money the same way it reacts to food or safety. That is why emotions like fear, greed, and the need for security strongly affect our financial decision. Like fear can stop a person from investing, while greed can push someone to take risky decisions. These emotions decide how we allocate our resources. Learn belief. Most of our money habits are learned very early in life, usually before the age of 7. We learn them by watching our parents, family, and society. If a child grow up hearing that money is always a problem, they may develop a negative relationship with money. This learned belief later shape how we earn, save, and spend as an adult. Second is cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance happens when there is a conflict between what we want and what we believe. For example, a person may want to be rich but also believe that money is bad or evil. This mental conflict creates stress and confusion, which can stop a person from taking action toward wealth. And third is attachment style. Attachment styles describe how secure we feel emotionally. People who feel emotionally secure are more comfortable taking calculated financial risk and planning for the long term. On the other hand, emotionally insecure people may either avoid money decisions or act impulsively. This emotional security directly influences financial behavior. Now we will look contrast in cognitive pattern. This one compares scarcity mindset, fixed, and wealth mindset, growth. I'll explain each row clearly. So, focus. A scarcity mindset focuses on immediate lack and fear of loss. People with this mindset think mostly about what they don't have right now and are afraid of losing money. In contrast, a wealth mindset focuses on long term value and opportunities. Such people think about future growth and how today action can create better result tomorrow. And second is risk. In a scarcity mindset, risk is avoided at all costs because safety comes first. People prefer not to try anything due to fear of failure. On the other hand, a wealth mindset treats risk as calculate and managed. Risk is seen as a learning tool, not something to fear, but something to understand and improve from. And third is resources. People with a scarcity mindset believe resources are limited like an infinity pie that must be protected. They think if someone else gain, they lose. In contrast, a wealth mindset believe in value creations. These people believe resources can grow through innovation, skills, and smart decisions. And last goal, the goal of a scarcity mindset is the preservation of the current state. People just want to stay safe and avoid loss. However, the goal of wealth mindset is expansion and compounding. These people aim to grow, multiply wealth, and create long term success. Now we will look mental money script. Here is a clear complete explanation of the slide. Mental money script. Mental money script are the deep belief about money that shape how we think and act financially. These scripts are often formed without our awareness and guide our financial behavior throughout life. Family legacy refers to the belief about money that we inherited from our family. These beliefs influence whether we think wealth is achievable or meant only for certain peoples. Like if a child grow up hearing peoples like us can never become rich, they may unconsciously limit their financial goal even as an adult. Social circle shape our money mindset through cultural conditions. Society often labels wealth as either a virtue or a vice. Example, if someone grows up in an environment where rich people are seen as greedy, they may feel guilty about earning more money even when they work honestly. And third is self worth. Self worth act like an internal thermostat that control how much we believe we deserve to earn. When income increases beyond this belief, people often self sabotage. Like a person may get a promotion, but they then make a poor financial choices because deep down they feel undeserving of success. So, in conclusion, we do not see money as it truly is. We see it as we are conditioned to see it. Family beliefs, social influence, and self worth silently shape our financial limit. When we become aware of these mental money scripts and consciously change them, we can reset our financial thermostat and create healthier, more empowering relationship with money. Now I explain the psychology of patience long-term horizon point by point. So patience in finance means the ability to resist a small immediate reward in order to receive a bigger and more lasting reward in the future. This skill is considered the number one predictor of financial success because wealth usually grows slowly over time, not instantly. Marshmallow test applied to finance. The marshmallow test show that children who can wait for a bigger reward later often succeed more in life. In finance, this means delaying spending today to gain more wealth tomorrow. Overcoming present bias. Present bias is the tendency to choose pleasure now instead of benefit later. Many people overspend because they focus only on today's happiness. And training the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is a part of the brain responsible for decision making and self control. By practicing patience like budgeting, waiting before purchases, and setting long term goals, we train the brain to control impulses. Like waiting 24 hours before making a big purchase help reduce emotional spending. In conclusion, patient is not just a personality trait, it is a mental skill that can be trained. People who think long term control impulses and delay short term reward are more likely to achieve financial stability and long lasting wealth. Now we will look habit of wealth builders and I will explain habit of wealth builders. Consistency means doing a small boring action again and again for many years. These actions may not show result immediately, but over decades they create dramatic outcomes. For example, saving or investing a small amount every month may look insignificant at first, but over time it grows into large wealth through compounding. The second is self discipline. Self discipline means creating systems that automate decisions so we don't really only on willpower. Wealth builders set rules like automatic saving and fixed budget to remove emotional decision making, like automatically transferring money to saving as soon as salary arrives instead of deciding everyone. And third is learning mindset. A learning mindset means viewing knowledge as a high yield asset. Wealth builder constantly invest in learning skills, finance and personal growth because knowledge increases earning ability, like reading books, taking courses or learning new digital skills that increase income over time. And last is, the slide reminds us that wealth is what you don't see. It is not the car bought or luxury consumed, but the money saved, invested, and growing quietly. Someone living simply but investing consistently may be wealthier than someone showing luxury on social media. Basically, wealth is not built by big action or shortcuts, but by consistent habit, disciplined system, and continuous learning. True wealth grow quietly over time and becomes visible only after years of patience and smart behavior. Now we will look at risk and decision making. This slide explains that successful people do not avoid risk, but they also do not take blind or reckless risk. Calculated risk means understanding possible losses, rewards, and probabilities before acting. Reckless risk is acting on emotions without analysis. Example, investing after research and diversifications is a calculated risk, while putting all money into a trending stock without knowledge is reckless. Loss aversion means we feel the pain of losing money more strongly than the happiness of gaining the same amount. Psychologically, losing rupees 100 feels almost twice as painful as the joy of gaining rupees 100. This fear often stop people from taking healthy financial risk, like a person avoid investing because they fear loss, even when long term returns are likely to be positive. Cognitive biases. Our decisions are often affected by mental shortcuts called cognitive biases. Recency bias, we give too much importance to recent events and assume they will continue. Confirmation bias, we look for information that support our existing beliefs and ignore opposite facts. So wealth is built by managing risk wisely, not by avoiding it completely or acting recklessly. Understanding loss aversion and cognitive biases help us make calmer, more rational financial decisions. When we learn to balance fear with logic, risk becomes a tool for growth rather than a treat. This is intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation. So, motivation that comes from within, driven by personal interest, curiosity, or values, autonomy, freedom to choose, mastery, getting better at something, and purpose, meaningful goals, build long term persistence, reduce burnout and emotional fatigue. Extrinsic motivation that comes from outside, driven by reward, recognition, or fear of failure, status, praise, competition, or social comparison, can boost short-term performance, may lead to anxiety, lifestyle pressure, or dependency on validation. And clear visualization, creating specific measurable goals that your brain can focus on, activates the reticular as a part of the brain that filter and prioritize information, improve focus and goal achievement, help align motivation with clear outcomes. In conclusion, understanding the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation help us design healthier goals and habit. While intrinsic motivation build resilience and purpose, extrinsic reward can be useful when balanced carefully. By combining both with clear visualization, we activate our brain focus system and move towards sustainable success, whether in learning, work, or personal growth. Now let's look at what regulations and resilience are. 90% of financial success depend on behavior and emotional control, not just technical knowledge. This means that how you feel, react, and stay disciplined matter more than how much you know about finances. The first is emotional intelligence, staying calm and rational during financial ups and downs. When markets crash on business, slow down, people panic. Emotional intelligence help you stay focused and avoid impulsive decisions. Volatility tolerance, the ability to handle market fluctuation without fear, treat market dips like discount, not disaster. And third is identity shift, changing how you see yourself from a spender or debtor to a wealth builder. Your self image shapes your financial habit. Someone who sees themselves as a wealth builder will save, invest, and plan, not just spend impulsive. Basically, financial success is not just about knowing the market, it's about mastering your emotions, tolerating uncertainty, and adopting a wealth building mindset. By strengthening emotional intelligence and shifting identity, we build resilience that lasts beyond any market cycle. So, the power of environment. This slide emphasizes that our surroundings, especially the people we interact with, strongly shape our financial behavior and mindset. Social contagion. Behavior is contagious. We unconsciously copy the financial habits of those closest to us. If your peers spend freely, you may feel pleasure to spend more. If they invest wisely, you are more likely to adopt similar habits. Our risk appetite, how much risk we are willing to take, often mirrors our social circle. Second is access to information and mentor. Being in a network with knowledgeable people gives you better advice and strategies, like a mentor guiding you to invest early or avoid debt traps. Psychological safety in taking risk. When others around you take smart risk, you feel safer doing the same. Normalization of wealth creation. Wealth building becomes normal when your environment support it. If you circle tasks about passive income or financial planning, you start seeing it as achievable. Basically, our environment silently shape our financial mindset. Social contagion means we absorb habits from those around us, whether good or bad. By surrounding ourselves with informed, growth oriented peers, we normalize wealth creations and build resilience in our financial journey. Now we will look pleasure versus value. This slide explore how people make financial decisions, especially the difference between instant pleasure and long-term value. Poor spending habits often stem from a search for instant identity through consumer goods. What this means, many people buy things, gadgets, clothes, car, not because they need them, but to feel successful, stylish, or accepted. This is called instant identity. Using purchases to quickly shape how others see you, but this kind of spending often leads to debt, stress, and regret. Wealth builders buy assist that buy luxurious later. What this means? Smart investors don't rush to buy luxurious items. They first invest in assist things that grow in value or generate income like stock, property, skills. Later, those assists can pay for luxuries without harming financial health. Like, instead of buying an expensive phone on EMI, a wealthier builder might invest that money in a mutual fund. After a few years, the return can buy the phone guilt free. So, liabilities, think that cost money but don't grow, impact on future energy, drain your energy and savings. Assist, things that earn or grow in value, impact on future energy, boost your energy and freedom. Example, a car loan is a liability, it cost you monthly payments, and rental property is an assist, it earn your monthly income. So, true financial strength comes from choosing value over instant pleasure. By investing is assist instead of chasing identity through spending. We protect our future energy and create lasting wealth. The key is to shift from emotional buying to intentional building. So, avoiding the traps, this slide highlights three common psychological traps that block smart decision making, especially in finances, productivity, and personal growth. The first is instant gratifications. The now brain overrides the later brain. What it means, we often choose short term pleasure over long term benefit. The emotional part of brain wants reward now, even if it harms future goals. This lead to impulsive spending, procrastinating, or quitting too early. Trap 2, fear of failure, paralyzing potential through perfectionism. We avoid taking action because we fear making mistake. Perfectionism creates pleasure to get it right, which blocks learning and growth. This trap kills creativity, confidence, and progress. And third trap, herd mentality, entering the market when everyone else is buying high, selling low. We copy other without thinking critically. In finance, these lead to poor timing, buying when prices are high because everyone is doing it. Hard behavior causes emotional decision and financial losses. In conclusion, success requires awareness of psychological trap, instant gratifications, fear of failure, and herd mentality can sabotage smart decisions. By training the latter brain, embracing imperfections, and thinking independently, we build resilience and long-term growth. Now, a balanced philosophy. This slide presents a holistic view of wealth, not just money, but meaning, ethics, and emotional well being. Three pillars of a balanced wealth mindset. Purpose. Money is tool for freedom, not the ultimate goal itself. Money should serve your life, not control it. Use money to buy time, choices, and experiences that align with your values. Choosing flexible work or investing in learning rather than chasing status symbol. Ethics. Sustainable wealth is built on value creation and integrity. Real success comes from helping others and staying honest. Build wealth by solving problems, offering values, and keeping promises. A business that grows by serving customer well, not by exploiting trends or shortcuts. And third is balance. Wealth without health or relationship is a psychological failure. Money alone doesn't equal happiness. Prioritize mental health, physical wellness, and meaningful relationship. A rich person with no peace or connection feel empty. True wealth includes emotional fulfillment. True wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Henry David Thoreau. This quote reminds us that wealth is not just about number, it's about freedom, joy, and presence. Like a balanced philosophy of wealth goes beyond money, purpose given direction, ethics build trust, and balance ensures emotional well being. True wealth is not just what you earn, it's how deeply you live. The blueprint. This slide show how mindset, behavior, and habits work together to create sustainable freedom, which is another way of saying long-term wealth and life satisfaction. Four stages of the blueprint. Mindset. Beliefs, ability are limited and unchangeable. Beliefs, skills can be developed through efforts and learning. Second, behavior, especially emotional reaction like overspending, quitting early, or chasing trends. The need to prove yourself or impress others. Third is habit, small action repeated daily that build long-term results. Habits reduces decision fatigue and create momentum. And fourth is wealth that support your lifestyle without constant hustle or stress. True wealth gives you time, choices, and peace, not just money. Core message is habits plus mindset greater than shortcut and luck. Success doesn't come from quick fixes or lucky breaks. It comes from building the right mindset and habits constantly and patiently. Basically, sustainable success is built through mindset, behavior, and habits, not shortcut. By shifting to a growth mindset, controlling impulses, and automatic consistency, we create wealth that support freedom, peace, and purpose. Now we will look at the last slide. Sustainable wealth start in the mind. These slide remind us that wealth is not just about numbers, it's about character, consistency, and mindset. The journey to wealth is not a race to a number but a transformation of character. Wealth is not just about reaching a financial target like 1 crore or $1 million. It's about becoming the kind of person who makes wise, consistent, and ethical decisions. Your character, patience, discipline, integrity is what builds lasting wealth. Like a person who earn 50,000 per month but saves and invests consistently may build more wealth than someone who earn rupees 2 lakh month but spend impulsively. Consistency over time is the ultimate psychological superpower. Success doesn't come from big one time action, it comes from small action repeated over time. Consistency build habit, trust, and result. It's a superpower because most people give up too soon. Like saving 100 rupees daily for 10 years build more wealth than trying to save 1 lakh once and quitting. So, wealth is not just a destination, it's a reflection of who we become. By focusing on a character and practicing consistency, we unlock the true power of sustainable success. The mind is where wealth begins, and habits are how it grows. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it. And don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Until then, stay curious, stay kind.